Hey guys, welcome back once again. Harley Day Rider back at you here on a lovely November the 25th of 2015. Yes, I mentioned November 25th because tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. And we plan on riding tomorrow because they're calling for 60-degree weather, maybe 65 on Thanksgiving, believe it or not. And today I was getting off work and I looked down, it was 57 degrees, and I told the wife, I said, I got to take the bike and get out. I said, I'm getting cabin fever already. She said, cabin fever? You only haven't ridden for like a week. I said, wow, you're right. It's been like a week, 1 week. And funny thing about that is it's only been a week and I haven't ridden for a week and I'm already getting cabin fever. Something's wrong there. So I thought I'd get the bike out today, take a little ride there. It's like I said before, it's hard after work because it gets dark about 5:30 here, 5 o'clock, 5:30. It gets dark here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Oh no, nice, somebody has a dog up here. Hopefully the doggie's on a leash. Looks to be the case. Yeah. Yeah. Don't want a dog chasing me and bite my leg off. And it was just one of those days at work, you know. We've been doing a lot of work there, a lot of network overhauling and rebuilding all of our systems, so it's been a lot of work so far, and I mean we got a long way to go. We have a very, very long way to go to get everything built up, and it's just been super stressful at work. You can lose your temper at a drop of the hat. I mean, just you got to really be careful what you say to people, and you don't mean anything by it. Just friendly old conversations. But you know, I get very, I guess, opinionated. So I guess that's my topic of today's little jaunt here on this November 25th day of 2015. Do you feel you get opinionated over certain topics that you talk about? I don't mean topics on the motorcycle. I know we all have our little rants we go about on the motorcycles here. What I'm talking about is, do you ever get, you know, a little hot-blooded under the collar and, you know, think about things a certain way? Whoops. Think about things a certain way, and, you know, so you get very opinionated, I guess. To the point where you could raise your voice. Not really raise your voice, but I guess you can make other people uncomfortable by the way you think about something. You know, you don't mean to. It's just that, you know, you come off one way or another. And I'm not going to get into the whole topic of conversation, but I'm just putting it out there to you. Do you think that's something that you come upon every now and then? What the hell was that? So, you know, I guess I get opinionated probably more than others. I have my certain views. My life has been in the medical field and also in the technology field for a lot of years, and I believe technology sometimes can trump anything else, because let's face it, technology, this looks like one of our teachers I talk to all the time. Technology makes life easier and makes life a little simpler. So why wouldn't I be opinionated with a topic surrounding technology? Making people's life easier, saving money, overall, you know, I don't know. Let's try to put it in a simpler fashion. Let's try to do that. Let's try to talk about this a minute. So let's say your daily newspaper. I know our daily newspaper here where I live. We can buy a subscription. We can still have it delivered to our mailboxes. Or if you have an iPad or a Kindle Fire or Kindle tablet or some sort, you can actually have that paper delivered to you electronically. You know, where you have menu systems, you can jump up and down. You don't have to get ink all over your hands anymore. Now, is that for everybody? Probably not. Does it save money for the publisher of the newspaper? Sure it does. It saves a lot of money. They don't have all those printing costs. Does it alleviate some jobs at the printing service? Sure it does. And it alleviates jobs based on just silly stuff where whereas what happens is you don't have to have everybody in the mailroom anymore packaging all those newspapers up. You don't need all the delivery boys anymore to deliver it, because electronically is more efficient. You know, that's how I read my books nowadays. I still spend as much money on books because the publisher still gets paid. The author still gets paid. So yeah, I'm still making as much money on the books. Or they're still making as much money on the books, and I'm still spending as much money on books. So that's not really losing anything, even though the publisher is cheaper on them. That's a sweet looking little truck, huh? The publisher's saving a lot of money, but they're still charging the same amount for the product. So, but it's more efficient for me because I get my book, I look at a book and I say deliver it. I don't have to wait for Amazon to deliver it to my mailbox. It's on my Kindle in about 10 seconds. I have it, I'm ready to read. So that's the stuff we're talking about. That's the stuff we're thinking about here. So in my line of work with technology, if I can bring upon a plan that's already been implemented to save money overall and to reroute that money to something more positive, then why wouldn't you do it? Right? It just makes good sense to do that. As with the newspapers, we talked about that. As with the newspapers, you know, it's just the way it is. But what's funny where I live is, here's the weird thing about the newspaper and technology. And I'm just telling you how I'm opinionated. If you get the digital only copy of our local newspaper, it costs you more money than if you got the printed copy with the digital copy. So if I buy the printed paper, I get the digital copy also. If I just want the digital copy, what happens is, if I just want the digital copy, it costs me more money. I can't figure that out. And, you know, I'd like to call on and say, who thought of this ridiculous plan? Because I'm obviously saving them money. How come you're not saving me money? Anyway, that's where I become very opinionated. And life is full of different views. And what I mean by that is, very simply, different views is, you know, you may see things one way, I may see things another way, and that's okay. You know, we don't have to argue about it. You have your views, I have mine. I guess that's why they say we have the freedom of speech. Because, you know, they should say we have the freedom of thought, maybe, you know, so we can think about things in different manners. I don't know. Oh, well, I just wanted to bring that out there to you today on this lovely November 25th here. It's not super cold. I do still wish I would have bought the lowers and put them on, because you know what? I'm still riding. It's a little chilly on the legs here, but the top of me with this big fairing is pretty good. So, just thought I'd get out here and clear my head, take a little ride. That's what motorcycling is all about, clearing your head out, taking a little ride. And besides, you know, so I figured I'd bring the camera along and do a little recording. So, seems like when I talk to you folks out there, it helps to clear my head. I get my thoughts off of my chest, and I put those into the YouTube world and let you kind of sort them out for me, if I'm right or wrong. So am I wrong or am I right? That people can become opinionated. can we become opinionated? You know, is it right for me to have a different opinion than you? Or should we all have the same views all the time? I don't know. Alright. So I'm not going to baffle you with the BS, as I always say, but I will tell you this. Have a great, great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful turkey day. Or ham, or whatever you might eat on Thanksgiving. I just heard the other day, and I don't know why I didn't know this, it's probably like elementary school stuff, that, that these bumps will kill you out here. That the original Thanksgiving meal with the Pilgrims, they had fish and shellfish. Fish and like crab, and they had shrimp, and I didn't know that. We never have that on our dinner table. And I don't know if they had this one. Let me know if you eat this one. Green bean casserole. It's some amazing stuff. My wife said, "Do you want some green bean casserole for tomorrow?" I said, "Absolutely." Make that with French's green beans. You got some of those little fried French onion crisp things on the top, mixed up with some cream and celery soup. That's some good stuff. Man, can't wait till tomorrow to bite into a big fork full of that stuff, let me tell you. Alright. So again, have a nice Thanksgiving. Ride your own ride. And I'll talk to you next time here on Harley Day Rider. Harley Day Rider is going to be down and out in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody.